Hello, brothers and sisters. It's Soul and Black. Okay, I got a chance to listen to somebody's. I got Sergeant Willie Pete's video, and I know this got to be a blow to a lot of sisters. And I want to say to you sisters, you good sisters who've been, hanging in there, on the real. You know what I mean? To me, your support goes very, very far. To me, I'm not on the same page with Sergeant Willie Pete in that regard. I mean, that's his feelings. What can I tell you? He's a man on his own. I ain't on. I mean, Sergeant Willie Pete does his thing. Soul and Black does his thing. We come across paths and we agree, and then we go our ways. And I mean, there's sometimes you come across the same path. You're talking about the same things you come across. That's the way it is. But we're not the same person. Just like a lot of other brothers who have some of the same feelings as Sergeant Willie Pete. They're not him. I'm not him. They're not me. I'm not them. You know what I'm saying? That is how it is. We are individuals and in respect, but yet black men as a collective consciousness, I'm going to be working on that. I want to work on the black male collective consciousness so I can help my brothers get their stuff together. And I've already said this when I talked about the black male collective consciousness. Brothers start getting their stuff in order. A lot of these brothers start getting their records expunged, start getting their jobs, or do whatever they can, build up businesses, whatever, get things hopping and popping. Of course, there's going to be a lot of black women looking for them, but I think at that particular time, black women are going to walk into the wall of silence. And that's what I see coming. The wall of silence. What is the wall of silence? The wall of silence is when black men have basically, they don't talk to you anymore. And I mean at all. If you're a black American woman, they're probably not going to want to give you the time of day. Now, that's not going to be all black men, but it's going to be a large enough number of them that it'll get your attention. You think it's hard and tough now? Wait till the wall of silence drops in. That's not going to happen all at once, but it's going to be felt. You definitely believe that. You wanted black men to be quiet? Oh, you're going to get quiet. You're going to get peace, and you ain't going to get them. You don't need a man? Your wishes have been fulfilled. You don't give a crap about him? Niggas ain't shit? Your wishes are fulfilled. It's the black man's fault? Your wishes are fulfilled. All those things that you talked about, you put on the table, and you're going to get all that stuff, but you're also going to get the fact that the black man's going to not want to talk to you or deal with you no more. He's not going to be interested in taking your behind out on dates. He's not going to be interested in looking at you for marriage. He's not going to be even trying to even deal with you whatsoever. No highs, no buys, no nothing. Black woman, you thought it was bad before? Wait till the wall of silence comes down. See, speaking, I used to tell people, I said, when I'm shouting at you or I'm talking at you, that's a good thing. If I'm quiet in silence, that's a bad thing because I'm thinking. And as I'm thinking, I'm calculating my maneuvers and my moves. And as I'm thinking and calculating my maneuvers and moves, that's not good for you. A lot of black men have not even decided to argue with you. A lot of them have already made it up in their mind to say forget you and keep on moving. But you're like, oh, but I'm not them. See, the problem is, whether you guys want to admit this or not, I know a lot of brothers have gone out with 10, 20, 30 different women and had drama from A to Z. Their issues and concerns, their sufferings and their pains have not mattered or were never valued. A lot of black women they just don't value black men. Now, some black women have men, so more power to you, and I hope you guys continue on because you don't want to fall out into an environment now where black men are not interested anymore in talking to you. I don't care how fine you are. It won't matter about your weaves. It won't matter about your hair color. It won't matter about your nails. It won't matter about your boobs. It won't matter about your, whatever. It won't matter. This is a problem right here that will really be a problem. Now, does that mean black men are going to turn off black women? No, I don't think so. But I do think they're going to turn off American black women. I think that day is definitely coming. When that wall of silence comes down, black men are done with black women in America, period. You're going to have a smaller fraction of black men interested in talking. You guys ain't going to have a choice. You're going to have to do something. You're going to have to figure something out. And I can guarantee you, you're going to change some of that behavior. And for the ones who is just stubborn, hardcore like they are, they're going to be some old, bitter-ass women. But make no mistake about it, the majority of those black men are going to be married, happy, with children and families, And a lot of them are going to have black children, okay, black wives. Because, see, the thing about it is black men know that there are other options on the table, and they're going to start exercising them. I imagine the passports are going to go up. I imagine a lot of brothers are going to be getting their stuff together, especially when we're working on the black male collective consciousness, because that's where I'm going to be pouring my energies on that, and I'm going to be working my energies on doing ministry and scriptures and all of this stuff on my other sites. I'm going to be going into some other stuff, because I think I've spoken my piece and I've presented my issues and my arguments, and I've watched just how we've allowed cancers and viruses to continue to spring and grow. And really, we haven't heard a lot of sisters come back and say, hey, this is real, this is what's up. You know what I mean? It is what it is. You know, and I've been contemplating it myself. I've talked to people that say, you know, I'm going to go back to do ministry, I'm going to go back to do studying scriptures and get back to the work of my father. This was part of the work of my father, but I also knew, and I said, I'm thinking from a prophetical standpoint, people thinking I'm not on point with that, but it seems to be right on mark as far as I can tell. There is a stubbornness, if you want to put it that way, with black women in America for the most part, and so that stubbornness will cost them. And when brothers close the doors and shut it down, you're going to get your silence, you're going to get your peace, you're going to get all those things you love, right? All those things you wanted, you're going to get all that, except you're just not going to get them. Black men is not going to be there, so you're going to have to make some decisions. You're going to have to make some real hard ones. I say they're hard because you're going to have to now truly self-reflect, and you're really going to have to deal with your shit. Because you're not going to be bringing it over to any other men. They're not going to tolerate it. But, you know, it's good that you guys get your silence. It's good that you guys get no talk, no nothing, zero zilch. Not that black men have stopped loving black women. I think black men are always going to love black women. I know I do. I always love my black women. But as far as fighting with you guys and trying to help you guys don't want that. You guys are self-contained. You're independent. Don't need a man. A man is not valuable in your sight. All that other stuff, you don't care. What your issues are more important. That's what it is. And you can't build a family with a one-sided view. You just can't do that. You know, you can continue to talk about black men. Oh, they don't do this. Well, what's going to happen is they're just not going to be around. They're not going to be giving you children. They're not going to be babies' daddies. You're not going to be fighting over child support. You're not going to be fighting over relationship issues, because it ain't going to be enough of them for you to even talk about. They're not going to be around. They're going to basically disappear. You don't want them? Fine. They're going to give you what you want. Not them. Welcome to the wall of silence. I see it unfolding. It's going to take a little bit, but it's still going to hit. Now these brothers are going to be with women. I imagine other sisters from other countries. I imagine that's one of the big things that's going to be happening. I thought it was going to be that way, but seeing the mindset of what's going on, and sisters not just, I mean, man, I see just powerlessness from these sisters. They're just powerless, you know what I mean? And to their own detriment. And the silence of these sisters is going to come back sevenfold, tenfold. The silence of black men. Let's all have a moment of silence. This is Soul and Black. Holla at your boy, I'll holla back. Hope to see you guys over my other channel when I go do some other stuff over there. And the Black Male Collective Consciousness Brothers, we're getting ready to hop and pop that and get the radio show going and all of this stuff to help our brothers out. Peace and shalom.